So this is the eufy Omni S2, and it might be the first robot vacuum I've tested that actually feels like it's trying to replace everything. Your vacuum, your mop, and honestly, maybe your cleaning routine. Because this isn't just about more suction power or better mapping features, this is about long-lasting vacuum performance, real mopping, and a system that's designed to basically run your floor cleaning on autopilot. But after using it in a real home setup, carpets, spills, a dog that sheds a ton, the real question is, does it actually deliver? Now, eufy is positioning the Omni S2 as more than just another robot vacuum. It's supposed to be a long-lasting, deep cleaning system, something that doesn't just clean well on day one, but keeps that same performance over time while also being smarter and more hands-free. And that's super important because if you've used robot vacuums before, you already know the pattern. They start out strong, then over time suction drops, maintenance increases, and you end up going back to manual cleaning more than you'd like. So the Omni S2 is basically trying to fix that entire experience. So starting with the design, this is one of the cleaner looking setups that I've seen. The base station is tall, minimal, and elegant, and it actually feels like something you wouldn't mind having out in the open. And the robot itself has this premium metallic finish with subtle lighting elements, like especially that glowing ring when it's running, which just makes it feel more refined than most. Setup is straightforward. You just fill up the clean water tank, you add a bottle of detergent, connect the app, and then within a few minutes, it builds a full 3D map of your home. From there, it's basically ready to go. The biggest headline feature here is the AeroTurbo 2.0 system, and this is really the core of the Omni S2. So yes, it has a suction force of up to 30,000 pascals, which is already at the top level of the industry, and it can achieve cleaning power of 100 air watts, which at the time of making this video ranks it first in the floor cleaning robot industry. Now, without getting into the science of it all, air watts are a more accurate metric than just looking at pascals because you're looking at airflow and suction pressure, and higher air watts indicate better cleaning. But what's even more important is how the Omni S2 maintains suction over time. It uses multi-cone cyclone technology, which you usually see in high-end stick vacuums. And the idea here is that instead of the dust clogging the filter and reducing airflow, it spins the debris away from the filter so suction stays consistent. And in practice, what that means is that it doesn't just start out being powerful, it actually stays powerful. And eufy claims that it can maintain strong performance for up to a year, which is a big deal compared to most vacuums that start dropping off pretty quickly. In real-world tests, it handles everything: fine dust, crumbs, pet hair, no problem. But the more impressive part is carpets. So when it detects carpet, it automatically boosts suction and lifts itself to handle thicker rugs up to 5 centimeters. And because of the design, it's able to maneuver over thresholds and other challenging environments that give a lot of other robots problems. Now, another area where the Omni S2 stands out is edge and corner cleaning. The side brush actually extends outwards when it detects corners, so it's not just brushing near the edge, it's reaching into it. And it uses a DuoSpiral anti-tangling brush so it doesn't get all bogged down with long hair or carpet fibers. Now, if you've got pets or long hair, this matters a lot. It's one of those small quality of life improvements that make a big difference over time. Now, another super important part of the Omni S2 is the HydroJet 2.0 mopping system. Because some robot mops don't actually clean, they just move dirt around. And if you've used one of them, you know exactly what I mean. Well, this is different. The Omni S2 electrolyzes water to disinfect tap water. It generates ozone and hypochlorous acid, which can remove 99.99% of bacteria on the floor. Instead of dragging a dirty cloth, the Omni S2 uses a self-cleaning roller mop, so it's not smearing stains all over the floor. It's using 2 scrapers to remove dirt from the brush and then clean it as it spins. The mop also extends to the side so it can clean right up to the edge with 15N downward pressure for tough stains, and suddenly this becomes less about convenience and more about actual deep cleaning. In real tests, things like dried up sauce or coffee spills It removes them cleanly in one pass, and that's where it starts to feel like a legitimate replacement for manual mopping. Now, one feature that's a bit different and honestly more of a lifestyle touch is the integrated aromatherapy system. While most robot vacuums focus purely on cleaning, the Omni S2 also adds scent to the experience. So as it's cleaning your floor, it's also leaving behind a subtle, fresh fragrance. And it sounds small, but it actually changes how the space feels after cleaning. So instead of just looking clean, the room actually feels clean in the same way that you'd expect after a traditional mop or cleaner. The system comes with 3 scented pods, which you put right into the vacuum. It's not overpowering, it's not trying to be a diffuser replacement, but I love coming down in the morning and getting that extra subtle reminder that the system ran overnight. On the smart side, it uses what eufy calls the CleanMind AI system, which is basically the brain behind everything. It builds a full 3D map of your home. It recognizes different floor types, detects obstacles, and even identifies different types of mess, including liquids. So instead of you manually setting everything, it adapts in real time. It knows when to vacuum harder, when to mop, when to avoid certain areas, and how to navigate around objects. And the key thing here is that it actually works consistently and you don't feel like you have to babysit it. Then you get to the full system experience, and this is where it really starts to feel automated. The base station handles dustbin emptying, mop washing, mop drying, and water refilling. So your day-to-day interaction is basically nothing. You just let it run and it maintains your floors. The only real maintenance you have is to dump the dirty water and then refill the clean water container. Now, of course, no product is perfect for every situation. The base station is tall, so you need space for it. This is clearly a premium product, so it's not going to be cheap. And like any robot vacuum, it still won't replace every single edge case where manual cleaning might be better. But those downsides really feel like more of a limitation of the category than this specific product. Now, stepping back, the Omni S2 feels like a shift in what robot vacuums are trying to be. This isn't just about convenience anymore, it's about long-lasting performance, real cleaning power, and a system that takes over a task that you used to do manually. And when you combine strong, consistent suction, actually effective mopping, smart automation, and a virtually hands-free system, it gets really close to that goal. So yeah, you could keep vacuuming and mopping your floors yourself every week, but after using something like this for a while, it kind of starts to feel like you really don't have to anymore. I have links in the description. Don't forget to use this code and get a limited time $250 off discount. You know what I always say? Buy it nice or buy it twice. Good luck and see you soon.